Good morning. Well, it's Sunday morning and I've managed that first week of videos. It's a bit breezy, so if it's a bit of wind noise, I do apologise. I've still got to catch up editing a few videos, so that's pretty much what today's job's going to be. I've also got to sort that muntjac out. I want to get that done today and obviously get my barbecue on. It's a bit cloudy. Probably not the best day for it. No, of course it is. It's always the best day for a barbecue. But yes, get back after taking these two out, get me breakfast, and then tippy tap it on the old computer. Oh, I've got to send a couple of emails as well that I'm a bit behind with. So I'll get them sorted, and at some point I'll see you during the day. Right after a morning messing about on the old computer again. Oh, Rose needs deadheading. Sort a few of these out. Yeah, I'm going to get my Traeger switched on, get that warming up so I can get me ribs on and also get the chicken wings on. Let me just get the tripod out. Just get that going and I'll show you my Traeger. It's probably it's a few years old now, but it's done some service. Best quality. I've just got to trim up some hedges just round it. There we go. I think it's one of the better models that's on the market. Perfect there. So coals go in this end on the rack, food gets along there, and you regulate the temperature by moving the front panel backwards and forwards. I've got to keep it going, so these ribs need I think it's about 5 hours, but we'll see how they go. I need to get them on first, so if they're on for a couple hours then I can start sorting them out, but I really ought to read the instructions probably. But yeah, this lot needs moving out at road. I'm going to sort that out. There we go, that'll do. Get to the Traeger now. Right, so I'll get the coals warmed up and then I'll get them on. Just the job you want before you start cooking. Right, quick change. Don't want to be getting any nasty substances on my cooking. I think I might do the muntjac tomorrow. I'm just sort of like running out of time a minute and I've still got some editing to do, so I'm going to get these on. I'm only going to be editing just in there so I can keep an eye on it. At the minute the barbecue is extremely hot. I cranked it up, the temperature went straight round. I've changed top on it because it was the other thermometer seems a bit dodgy, so I'm going to put the ribs on, meat side up according to my instructions, and then I'm going to leave them for about 3 hours, but I'm going to be checking them sort of like every half an hour at least. Well, to be honest, it might not even be 3 hours because that's quite warm. So what I'll do is I'll just pour them on and just keep an eye out and see what's happening with it. So these have been in all night, covered in mustard and also rub. I'll put them on this side of the grill, which is the cooler end, and then when I put lid back on, I'll just give it a bit of a gap. Pass them on, looking good already, and I've only just put them on. Yeah, so I'm going to get the lid on, cover them up, and just keep an eye on them, I think, for the time being, and then give it another hour or so, and then I'm going to put my chicken on. There we go. Just warmed up the buffalo sauce and I'm just going to baste that on top. So I'll put a bit more charcoal just to keep it going. Right, liberal coating, and what I'll do with these is I'll check these sort of every half hour or so. One of those, it's long and slow, but I like doing them. Nice coating over them. Once it comes to, like, say, half an hour, what I'll do is I'll just basically turn them over, and then I'll redo them, and then I'll just keep doing that until they're at least hot enough and the outside of them looks nice and crispy. Well, maybe crispy, probably end up looking nice and gooey-ish. Right, that'll do for them for the time being. Then I've got my ribs on, they're up to 53 degrees at the minute, and I'll get those back on. Probably just at this back edge, I think. Yeah. Ah, now I ain't got an hand spare. Right. Might be, some people might have an issue with it being next to the chicken, but they'll all do. Like I say, I put some more charcoal on to warm it up. Perfect. Put the lid back on and get it back up to temperature. Well, the sun's come out a bit, which is a bonus. There's a bit of grey cloud over there, but I'm just sorting out the barbecue again. So I've already turned them all over. Ribs, they're coming on quite nicely. We're probably checking the temperature of them. There we go. Helps me switch it on out. 77, 79, 81. Oh well, that's well, they're up to temperature, so I'm quite happy with that. So I might just put them into some bit of tin foil now. That one was 74. Right. I'll leave them for a bit longer, and then I'll put some into. Oh no. Yeah. I might put them into a bit of tin foil and let them just steam a little bit in the juices. I've just got to give these a bit of a dosing with the old sauce. So it's bubbling away, so I best get cracking. Splash it all over. Lovely, lovely job. Put that to one side. Right, get some tin foil for these ribs, I think. So the rest of it says, put a piece of tin foil down. Not there, put that there. Grab the rib, put it in the centre. And then just lift up the edges and bring it over the top. Does it say do anything else with it? Let me just check. Lay the racks. Oh, put some apple juice on it. I ain't got any apple juice. Let me get my apple juice. Right, back again. Bit of apple juice. I'll do. So I'm guessing this is to steam it all over. Just cover it all up. Put that to one side and then get the next bit. Oh, did I just put the apple juice in front? Right, get the next one. Perfect. Right. Get these all back on the barbecue. There we go. Chicken's getting there. So what I'll do is I'll move these ones up to the back and gradually bring the next lot forward. I've got, give them a bit of a mix round. Right, bring the chicken forward. Turn it over again. Perfect. Right, sauce again. Don't really need that. Might just put a bit more coal on again. Right, what's the ribs at? Again, turn it on. Gone a bit cooler, but that might be because of the apple juice needing to warm up. Might bring them forward. That might be an idea. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll crank that up anyway. Right, I've got to admit it, my ribs weren't doing great in my Traeger. So I've brought them into the oven because we were doing some baked potatoes, and I don't think they're looking too bad. So I'm just going to spin them over. I need something to spin them over with. Oh, hope they don't stick. Hang on. Yeah, what do you reckon? Don't look too bad. Right, more barbecue sauce. Right, and bob them back in. Right, I'll check them about a quarter of an hour or so, and I'll probably put a bit more sauce on just to finish off with. Right, let's go and check the chicken. Heat looks alright. Now this is where I'm trying to do everything single-handed. That looks alright. Yeah, doing alright. How do they look on the other side? Ooh, nice. That one, yeah. More charcoal on. This is where wood comes in handy for a smoker, because basically I think the wood gets the air flowing a little bit better than just charcoal. That the flame sort of draws it through a little bit better, therefore the heat's not sort of stagnant. Does that even make sense? There we go. Get my camera away before I melt it. Right, we're not far off anyway, so I'll show you when it's done. What do you reckon to them? Lovely. I don't usually film my own food, but I'm quite impressed with my own ribs. Yeah, well, I think those ribs definitely impressed myself with them. Just a shame I had to finish them off in defeat and put them in the oven. It is. I could do a bit more work on that Traeger. I need to could do a firebox on it, because the heat, it's drawing the heat through it, I think, is what I need to sort out. And because the way that I've got the bricks in it for the grill, the heat's going over the top rather than coming underneath. I think it'd be better doing it so if the heat circulates underneath it rather than going over the top. But I've seen a few on YouTube how to work it out, but I really haven't got the well, I ain't got a welder, I ain't got the welding skills yet, and I need all the materials for it. So watch this space. I'm gonna make one eventually, but I want one that's a bit. Hang on, I can see somebody in water. Mando, come on! Here he is. Nightmare. Yeah. So yeah, I'm really want to build a smoker. I'm not really bothered about buying one. I'm not. I'd rather build one and make sure that it works. That's my a big dream at the minute, is to be able to make one. It's getting a big enough tank as well. Those gas bottles, they're all right, but they're not. They could do with being slightly bigger. And I know that like all the American style ones are like 150, 250 gallon propane tanks, and it's not something you really have that many of in the UK. So it's just finding something that I could use. Possibly some big metal pipe work or something. But it's just finding some. I only need sort of scrap pieces. It's not as if I need great good pieces. But yeah, it's a dream to make one, and I'm sure I'll get one done eventually. Another thing, does anybody know any decent barbecuing recipes, or barbecue recipes for venison? I've got that muntjac still to sort out, which I'm probably going to do tomorrow morning, and I want some decent stuff to do venison wise. It's all right doing burgers and sausages, I can make them all day long, but it's doing something a bit more with the meats, tenderloins, or even sort of like joints in some way or another. Yeah. Anyway, I thought I'd finish this one off while I was taking dogs for a walk, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Like I say, first job I've got to sort out is the muntjac. So I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Any questions, make sure you put them on. Sorry about the wind, it's a bit breezy. And if you're wondering, I'm listening to Fed by Farmers with Cammy Wilson on the old podcast. Right, we'll see you later.